Welcome to SDH's coverage of everything going on USL Championship. Take you backward to the last 7 days to get you ready for the next 7 days as we are winding down the regular season, getting ready for the playoffs, and the race for the playoffs continues in the East and the West. Let's go back over the last 7 days. We'll start things off last Friday at Lynn Family. And last Friday, believe it or not, all 1-0 wins. Lou City at home at Lynn Family over Loudoun. New Mexico United at the Lab over the Miami FC. Corner at 38th and Washington. Phoenix Rising over FC Tulsa. Saturday started early. Goalless draw, Hartford Athletic and Indy 11. Highmark Stadium had Pittsburgh Riverhounds get a big win over Rhode Island FC 2-0. That gets us to our first match of the week at Patriots Point. Charleston, Sacramento. A lot of folks are thinking that this might be a precursor to something that will happen down the line in the playoffs for a title. Here's your highlights, courtesy of our friends at USL Championship, ESPN Plus, and YouTube.
This is one of the premier games in the USL Championship tonight, and we are underway. It's the Charleston Battery and Sacramento Republic. Here's Luis Felipe through the middle for Kieran Phillips, and now trying to release in behind. Shooting chance, it's in! Aldair Sanchez scores for Sacramento, and the best team on the road in the league leads on the road.
And it's incredibly impressive, this little ball. It's weighted perfectly. What a great strike. It goes to the near post. It's extremely hard to do, but Sanchez makes no doubt about it, strikes it low, right in the run of play, and it's a great ball from Phillips.
Even with all of that possession, some of the underlying numbers still pretty similar as this is turned over. Ukebu got himself in a tough spot, but Charleston couldn't keep it. Similar in terms of touches in the opposition box and final third entries as they're coming forward again here. And a big block by Adam Grinwis. Sends it long down the line, and Phillips making the long run down the line. He'll get there. He cuts it infield. He has runners with him, but Allen stepped in to break it up. It was a heavy first touch. Smith trying to clean up the damage. And Charleston do get this away.
I think we can expect to see that more from Sac Republic because Charleston's going to go forward quick.
And here they come with Allen. Marcanics through the middle, trying to find Nick Marcanic. It's in! Marcanic scores! Marcanic ties the single season record. 25 goals, 1-1.
And you can just see the excitement on his face, tying up the game. Such an important goal against a tough, stingy Sacramento Republic defending team. But this is a great counterattacking chance. Chris Allen goes right through.
Over the top. Something on Arturo Rodriguez. Trying to cut it back. Marcanic was there. Could have been the moment. Ready for the delivery. Portillo sends it towards the top of the area, lining up the shot. It's over the bar. That all came to be very, very well. But Jack Gert could not keep it on frame. Rodriguez looking quick in behind. Dealt with centrally. Desmond gets it away as far as Segbers. Segbers cuts it back. Torres taken off the ball. Chapman, Torres, chip forward, Segbers! Blocked! Vitiello cleans it up. This game really coming to life in this second half. Maybe something on here for Charleston. Marcanics in plenty of space, and it was just cut off. Segbers, now Arturo Rodriguez. Played through for Chapman, who's trying to chip it towards goal, and Vitiello claims it. Charleston trying to win the second ball. Chapman was flying through, nothing doing. Now Sacramento a chance to turn this upfield. Ammon was slowing his run to keep himself onside. Trevor Ammon puts it on target. and taken by Grinwis. Kebu can stay on the field because the trainer didn't come on. And now Emilio Akaza rolls it into play. Akaza trying to get it back. He goes for the low strike, and Vitiello makes the save. Fourth shot on target tonight for Charleston. Play on, says the referee. Here's Nick Markanek. Trying to chip it towards goal, pushed into a dangerous area. Here's Akaza. Akaza scores! Emilio Akaza for the Charleston Battery, and they lead 2-1.
I'm not exactly sure how Emilio Akaza found the gap that he found in that, but such great play. It goes from that where they thought the foul was going to be called. It wasn't called. They continue to play on. It's Markanek in the wide space. This is a good save from Vitiello, but there's nobody there. Right here, I thought maybe one chance with the opportunity. Sneaks it past so many players, and Vitiello might have not been able to see that as it came through, but it's just a very good play shot from the midfielder.
2 unanswered goals for the Charleston Battery. That dazzling play. Markanek flicks it forward. A chance to really put this away. Juan David Torres wide. Wrong side of the post, and Sacramento stays in this game. That was a chance to really seal it. And that is full time. 2 unanswered goals for the Charleston Battery.
Big come from behind win for Charleston Battery at home, putting up a marker in the Eastern Conference. North Carolina FC put 5 on Oakland Roots at Wake Med, and that gets us to match number 2. Colorado Springs in downtown beautiful Colorado Springs at Widener Field, taking on Tampa Bay Rowdies. Here's your highlights once again, courtesy of our friends at the USL Championship, ESPN Plus, and YouTube.
Blockbuster written all over it at Widener Field tonight. Jeremy Shear is our head official, and the Switchbacks get us started going from left to right in their home blacks with the blue trim. The Rowdies are in their road whites, and we are off and running.
This Switchback side know the result from the other game.
Meanwhile, Switchbacks have the attack here. Fjellberg has options, and the shot is saved by Jordan Farr. Zach Zandy, Farr saves again, and then Dylan blazes it over the top. Nice hold-up play, and he plays in Yosuke Hanya for the Switchbacks. Fjellberg wants it on the far side. Hanya picks him out. It's a chance here for Fjellberg. He cuts it back, and Farr thwarts him again. Hanya plays in Real. Dylan's in the middle. And he nearly scored his first Switchbacks goal. Just wide. Fjellberg essentially, too many numbers back for the Rowdies. Dylan has it cut out. Real picks it back up. Fjellberg. Fjellberg's ball in, again looking for Dylan. It's Hanya, and it's in off a deflection. Not sure if it's going to be an own goal, but the Switchbacks don't care.
And leaves this space available. See this little run there. Fjellberg picks out the runners. Obviously, slight clearance there.
Ooh, there's some pressure here. The Rowdies don't quite deal with it, and Yosuke Hanya almost loops his way in. But the Rowdies recover in time, and it's a lovely ball played up ahead for Cal Jennings. Jennings is in, and Jennings hits the side netting. Jairo Enriquez, Steven Echeverria are also away, playing in CONCACAF Nations League play for their respective countries. The Switchbacks have a chance here. They have the numbers. Tyreek McGee shoots! Oh, he scores magnificently! Tyreek McGee with a thunderbolt of a strike. And the Switchbacks double their lead in front of a jubilant Widener Field crowd.
McGee in the open about the balance that he was going to try to present to this match. And this vicious strike from outside the 18-yard box sees the Rowdies continue to back up into their penalty area, tees it up on that left foot, and blasts it past Jordan Farr, putting his team up 2-0.
And again, the switchbacks get it upfield with Tyreek McGee, but it's really well won back by Blake Bodley. Chance to send this right back in. Herrera doesn't get there. Oh, Jennings did get there. One back there by Zandy. Out wide to the far side. First time ball from Hanya to McGee. Switchbacks looking to pick up where they left off. Great ball in for Dillon. He scores his first goal for the Switchbacks. Colorado Springs are running riot at Widener Field. Justin Dillon breaks through, and the Switchbacks have a commanding 3-0 lead.
Here, slightest of balls played in, and this is not hit with a lot of pace from Justin. And we talked about having to move Aiden Rocha to right back. I mean, this has been...
Fjellberg almost made it even better. And where would the Rowdies be without some of these Jordan Farr saves?
That's a great call, Sean. That was a wild game.
That was May 8th, by the way, months ago.
Doesn't it seem like the Switchbacks are just firing?
There's 4. A headed goal from Yosuke Hanya. Things get from bad to worse for the Rowdies. Colorado Springs is on cloud 9. It's 4-0 and Hanya's on a hat trick.
They are getting such terrific link-up play, and again, highlighting the ability to win the ball higher up the field. They're counter-press. They get dispossessed, but they're quickly back on the ball. And this clever ball
5
play.
goals now this season for Yosuke Hanya. He's now the Switchback's second leading goal scorer. It's brought to you by Centuries Casino. We'll get to it in a moment, but the Rowdies are making some changes in the midst of all of these Widener Field celebrations.
We talked about balance in both boxes that pay dividends in the playoffs, but balance in your attack as well. And James Chambers was not only high on the...
Well, this free kick is taken quickly. Cal Jennings across. Good save by Herrera. He thwarts Ben Bender on his Rowdies debut. Rowdies are going to make a couple more William J. Hibble Sports Medicine and Performance Center changes here. Leo Fernandez.
Every game is just so different, tells a different story, needs different players to get involved. So why not use this time to, we've seen the influence that Bender's had.
Spalding hits the shot away from a tight angle. Herrera had a little bit of trouble with that. Good ball out to the far side. Spalding continues to be involved when the Rowdies can get it to this end of the pitch. It's played centrally for Rivera. Worth can certainly strike them. Monjoma. Monjoma's ball in is headed in. The Rowdies get one back with 16 minutes to play. It's a substitution goal from Leo Fernandez, and it's 4-1.
And a couple steps backwards, you give Monjoma enough time to read it, set his feet, get a good left-footed service off.
Speedy Williams will stand over it. Rocha lays it off, and it's Tyreek McGee, who has scored from that distance in his career before, had a wonderful goal earlier. It's a giveaway to Lewis Hilton. Fernandez stays on his feet, keeps possession for the Rowdies here. And this is Damian Rivera. It opens up, and my goodness, he scores! A goal for Damian Tico Rivera. And with 11 and a half minutes to play, 4-2.
And stunning this crowd at Widener Field. Just kind of a casual build-up for the Rowdies, and Rivera explodes past Switchbacks defenders, gets his head up, gets a new picture of...
And proximity comes into play there, but that was in an unnatural position, surely, and it impeded the progress of the play. Bender. Worth is in, and he skies the chance. The referee does not think anything of it, and it is full time at Widener Field. Games like this one are why we love the USL Championship.
Big win for Colorado Springs, got out to the big lead, held on, and Tampa Bay had to shake it off in quick order. El Paso, Detroit City, a goalless draw at Southwest University Park. San Antonio FC wins big on the road against Monterey Bay, 1-0 at Cardinal. That gets us to the midweek. We mentioned Tampa Bay, and they lost in Birmingham, 2-0 at Protective. Big win for the Legion in the Eastern Conference. Goalless draw between Memphis 901 and Hartford Athletic at AutoZone. 1 goal on the board each for FC Tulsa and Vegas Lights. So that sets up the standings. Once again, brought to us by our friends at Prink's Tires. Prink's Performance standings in the East and the West. Once again, as we are winding down the regular season, Lou City is in at 59 points after 26 matches, 2 matches in hand, and only 3 points ahead of Charleston Battery. Once again, remember, Charleston has won 3 of their last 5. Lou City has won 4 of their last 5. But, once again, 2 matches in hand for Lou City. Tampa Bay starts group number 3. They've lost 4 of 5. They're at 43 points. Detroit City 4 points behind now, but they're not taking advantage of it either. Only draws their last 2 times out. They're at 39 points in 4th. Legion breaking a 3-game losing streak. They're at 38 points. Indy 11 at 37. Rhode Island FC losing last time out. They had a 4-match unbeaten streak is the word we're looking for before Pittsburgh got the win 2-0. Speaking of Riverhounds, they're now in 8th. After the win, they are unbeaten in their last 5. Winning 2 of their last 3, which means that Loudoun United is at 34 points, having lost 2 in a row. They're in 9th below the playoff bar. North Carolina needed that win badly after not winning in their previous 3. They're at 33 points. Hartford Athletic, unbeaten in their last 5, but the last 3 have been draws. They're at 31 points at 8, 12, and 7. And the Miami FC have been eliminated from playoff contention. 27 matches played, 11 points. They have only won once in their last 5. Western Conference, New Mexico United is ahead of everyone, but Sacramento has a match in hand, had the 2-game win streak snapped with the loss in Charleston. 51 points to 41. Looks like this one's New Mexico United's to lose. Everything going through the lab possibly when it comes to the postseason. Sacramento, bigger goal difference than Colorado Springs at 41 points. They have 1 less win. They have a better average, points per match average as well. Oakland is in 4th. They have 1 more win than Memphis 901. Vegas Lights are in 6th at 39 points. Phoenix Rising has come from beneath the playoff bar. They are unbeaten in their last 4. 33 points on the board. FC Tulsa has lost 2 of 3 and lost 3 of their last 5. They're at 31 points. Below the playoff bar currently, Orange County at 28 points. Here's where the fun starts. Orange County, 8 wins. They've lost 3 in a row, 4 of 5. San Antonio has now climbed into this mix, having hit each column once in their last 3, 7 wins, and they have a better goal difference than Orange County. Monterey Bay has 27 matches played. They have 7 wins. Their points per match average is lower, so they are in 11th. El Paso, 21 points. They're unbeaten in their last 3 and 4 of their last 5, so Wilmer Cabrera is doing something. But they are still at 21 points through 26 matches. That is your rundown of the standings in USL Championship. So let's get us into the news and notes of the week and get you prepped for the weekend, what to watch, where to watch it, how to watch it. And the race to the playoffs continues. Big news off the field. USL and ESPN International have secured a multi-year agreement bringing the USL Super League to Latin America and the Caribbean. Very, very cool stuff there as well. And don't forget, on the SDH Network, we have Marion Crowder dropping by every Wednesday at 10:30 Eastern Time to discuss what's going on in the USL Super League and in the Southeastern Conference. So very, very cool stuff there involving the league. Viewing guide, and once again, what we'll do is take this for both USL Championship and for USL League One, so everybody knows where to go all weekend long. For a USL Championship, Saturday, Golasso Network starts their doubleheader, 7 Eastern, Detroit City and New Mexico United. Indy and El Paso's on ESPN+, as is Loudoun and Birmingham Legion, the Miami FC, Hartford Athletic, Tampa Bay and Pittsburgh, Colorado Springs and Charleston Battery, FC Tulsa Lou City, Oakland Roots and San Antonio, Orange County and Rhode Island FC, Sacramento Republic Phoenix Rising, and Vegas Lights and Monterey Bay. We're in the semifinals of the Jägermeister Cup in League One, and so we know who's advancing through that. It'll be a Northern Colorado Hailstorm as your hosts after knocking off Union Omaha. League One, Friday the 13th. If you're a triskaidekaphobiac, please take all of your precautions. Lex SC and One Knox are on the plus, as is on Saturday. Regular play. Charlotte Independence, Richmond Kickers, Chattanooga and Greenville, Hailstorm, Union Omaha, Spokane Velocity, and South Georgia Tormenta. So that is the rundown of where to watch and how to watch it as you're getting into your weekend. Player of the Month brought to us by our friends at Konami eFootball. No real surprise in August. Nick Marcanic voted USL Championship Player of the Month. Danny Cruz, with everything that he has been doing at Lou City, once again, no shock that he is USL Championship Coach of the Month. So very, very cool stuff there when it comes to the league in and of itself. Save of the Week for Week 27. And once again, you can vote on Goal of the Week and Save of the Week. Go to uslchampionship.com. The Goal of the Week is voted on, and it is Monday through Thursday. Your Save of the Week is Tuesday through Friday in your voting. And so vote for your favorite save by noon Eastern traditionally on Friday, Goal of the Week by noon Eastern on your Thursday. And your contenders, Kadeem Njai from the Miami FC, Hugo Farreau from Loudoun, Adam Grinwis from the Battery, and Paul Blanchette from Oakland Roots. Tight competition, but I went to Hugo Farreau this week for Loudoun for his big save against Lou City. And it was a kick save on Elijah Winder in the matchup against Lou City. So Hugo Farreau, the USL Championship Save of the Week, 49% of the vote. Kadeem Njai from the Miami FC had number 2 on the board. Your Goal of the Week for Week 27 and the power rankings before we get out of here. Goal of the Week in USL Championship, once again, your contenders, Bradley Sample from Pittsburgh, Emilio Icaza from Charleston, Tyreek McGee from Switchbacks, Damian Rivera from the Rowdies, and the winner by a landslide, Bradley Sample from Pittsburgh with 62% of the vote. Your power rankings in USL Championship, and remember, they're just power rankings. It's not like a rankings. It's just power rankings. And here's how it all lays out for USLChampionship.com for your power rankings for Week 27 presented by your friends at Prinks Tires. Lou City, Charleston, New Mexico United all stay 1, 2, 3. Switchbacks up to number 4, last week being at number 9. Vegas stays at number 5, which means Sacramento, after a loss, drops down to number 6. Riverhounds up to number 7. North Carolina up 5 to 8, which means Rhode Island, Tampa Bay, and the Roots drop down to 9, 10, and 11. Memphis stays at 12. Loudoun dropping to 13. Phoenix up to 14, which means Detroit City, Hartford, and Indy each drop 1 to 15, 16, 17. San Antonio with a big win up 3 to 18. Legion stayed at 19. Tulsa and El Paso drop. Orange County, the Miami FC, and Monterey Bay. This is power rankings, remember. The Miami FC, we know they're 322-2, but big week for Kadeem Njai against New Mexico United. Monterey Bay's 8-game winless streak, longest of the season, and probably should have gotten a result against Sacramento, but right now Monterey Bay is not doing well. That's your power rankings at USLChampionship.com. If you are in market, what we always say is that if you are in market and you can go and watch USL Championship, please do. You get to see the second division in the U.S. soccer pyramid. You get to see a lot of growing talent. You got to go see soccer in a lot of great soccer cities that are in USL Championship. If you can't make it and you're in market, follow along on your local providers. If you are out of market and can't make it, follow along on social media of your favorite club, USL Championship, and on the streaming devices so you can catch up with all the matches all season long in USL Championship. So for everybody here at SDH, I'm just John. Thanks for dropping by and getting caught up on USL Championship. Hey, wait a minute. I just realized something. We haven't even done the schedule yet. And I was in such a rush thinking that we were done when we're not really done. We got the schedule and we got juice boxes. What am I thinking? It shows you how long it's been since I did a show. It's been a whole week. A lot of action on Saturday. Let's get it right. We've got Saturday and Wednesday. So a lot of action on Saturday. There's going to be a test on it. We'll do the juice boxes in a bit. 7 o'clock at Keyworth, Detroit City hosting New Mexico United. That'll be a big one. At the Mike, Indy hosting El Paso. At Segra, Loudon hosting Legion. 7 o'clock, South Dade Kia Field at Pitbull Stadium, the Miami FC against Hartford Athletic. 7:30 at Al Lang, Tampa Bay, and Pittsburgh. 8 o'clock, Colorado Springs and Charleston Battery. All these are Eastern times. 8 o'clock Eastern at AutoZone, Memphis 901, North Carolina FC. 8:30 FC Tulsa hosting Lou City at 1OK. 10 o'clock at Pioneer, Roots hosting San Antonio FC. 10 o'clock Championship Soccer Stadium in Irvine, California. Orange County hosting Rhode Island. 10 o'clock Heart Health Park, Sacramento Republic hosting Phoenix Rising. And at 10:30 at Cashman, Vegas Lights hosting Monterey Bay. In the midweek, New Mexico United trying to make up a match. They get a match, all right. At the Lab, Sacramento Republic Wednesday night, early contender for match of the week for next week. Now, let's get into juice boxes before we get out of here, because I'm sure they do exist in some level, shape, or form. And we will see what our friends at Odds Portal have to say. Traditionally, what we do is we look at Odds Portal, and oddsportal.com, what they do is they turn all of the different juice box purveyors and they make an average. And so here's the averages for the activity in USL Championship. As we figured, Detroit City, New Mexico United, they threw a blanket over the whole thing, plus 160 both sides. Indy 11 favored at a minus 118, hosting El Paso north of plus 280. Loudon a plus 104, hosting Birmingham around a plus 225. The Miami FC, no surprise, a plus 223 at home. Hartford Athletic, even money, plus 100. Tampa Bay at a minus 110, hosting Pittsburgh at a plus 273. Colorado Springs a plus 174, hosting Charleston at a plus 133. Draws a plus 250. Memphis, North Carolina, Memphis plus 108, and North Carolina is a plus 227. Tulsa, almost a plus 400 as Lou City comes to town at a minus 182. Roots at a plus 129, hosting San Antonio at a plus 187. Orange County a plus 262 as Rhode Island comes to town at a minus 101. Sacramento minus 127, hosting Phoenix at a plus 333. Vegas a minus 154, hosting Monterey Bay at a plus 349. And in the midweek, New Mexico United, even money. Sacramento Republic a plus 245. We'll keep an eye on this one. And right now, your draw is a plus 231 from the 6 juice box purveyors. Odds Portal takes an average, and that's what we present to you here on the show. Now we're done. Don't forget to follow your favorite teams in USL Championship as we're getting closer and closer and closer to determining a champ in 2024. For everybody here at SDH, I'm just John. Now we are done. Play it safe, everybody. Enjoy your games.